Hi, what's up people? Fosh Anime here, doing another review, this time with Date Alive 8 and 9, because, you know, Date Alive is fun and all, but there's just not a lot going on in certain episodes, so I'm going to review these two episodes. I think it's almost, like I said, better to do two, because it's not a lot going on right now. And episode 8 quickly picks up with, you know, Shido going to school with a normal thing, but he asks Kurumi out on a date because, you know, he learned what happened last week and he has to kind of eventually stop her. So he asks her out, but at the same time he doesn't realize he's agreed to take Toby out at the same time. And later in the day, some girls convince Toka that she should take more charge and ask, you know, him out instead of him asking her out. And they kind of teach her a different way of doing it, which is like very sexual. They're like, you know, they don't really say what they told her, but I assume they were like, you know, kind of seduce him a little and, you know, get him to take you out regardless. So episode 8 kind of revolves around Shido balancing dates with Toby and Kurumi along with Toka. So he's got to take all three of these girls out, but not let them see he's taking them out, sort of thing. So each part of the episode spends time with each of these girls. Like with Toka, he goes to the aquarium with her, and shows her around, and they have some food together. And Toby he has to go see her next, and they go on a little date, they eat some food. But I guess he first started off with Kurumi. It was kind of funny with her. He was taking her to this, he was blurted out whatever he wanted to say, and was like, let's go to a lingerie shop. And she goes with him, and tries on all his different clothes for him. And he picks out an outfit for her, and she comes out wearing it, and everyone in the store is just like shocked that this girl just kind of walked out wearing like this skimpy lingerie outfit. It's like, oh my god, and he freaks out, and he makes all these excuses like, oh, stomach hurts, and he runs off to go to the bathroom, and he does that with all three girls. And eventually, Toka and Toby kind of run to each other like, what are you doing here? They both kind of like, you know, freak out like, what are you doing here? And they, I guess, sense some power in the woods because Kurumi's off doing her own thing for a bit. She's, I guess, kills people, these guys she's with that try to get with her, and I'm like, what's with these characters, man? They're always trying to get in these girls' pants, and, you know, especially with Kurumi, you don't do that because she will kill you. And before she can do any damage to, you know, Shido, the main character, his sister Mana arrives and kind of saves him. And that's what episode 9 picks up, with Mana slowly fighting Kurumi. They get into a little fight really quickly. And after she kind of decapitates Kurumi, she explains to her brother that, you know, I've killed this girl, like a bunch of times, and every time I kill her, she always comes back. Like, she's like, no matter what I do. And she's kind of not shocked and afraid of seeing a dead body, even though Shido's kind of freaking out. He's just not sure what to make of all this, personally, for him anyway. And he kind of brushes it off as, well, Mana probably knows what she's doing. She's obviously an army soldier, whatever you want to call her. And he kind of gets over it for a bit, but he's still a little bit wanting to protect Kurumi because that's his job, his nature. So, and then they get to school, and Kurumi kind of comes back the next day, but, you know, she's just teasing Shido that she's gonna kill and keep killing no matter what he does to her. And he kind of explains to her that I'm gonna save you no matter what it takes. And Kurumi kind of like looks at him like, you know, I guess she's never heard anyone care for her, so she's just like, well, whatever, and that's fine. You think you can save me, and that whatever you can do what you want. And eventually she gets to the roof and puts the whole school under her spell, and everyone kind of passes out. And so Shido, Toka, and Toby are kind of the only ones that can stand up to her. And they go to the roof, and Shido kind of has a conversation with Kurumi, trying to convince her to stop what she's doing. Because eventually she starts getting kind of angry and antsy. She's like, well, and she powers her magic power, and she's basically, I think she can cause space quakes whenever she wants. So, and she's gonna bring one down the school and kill everyone, unless Shido agrees to, I guess, get with her. I think she just wants to use his body for blood or whatever. He's trying to capture her. And he kind of keeps talking to her. No matter what you do, I'm still going to save you. Which kind of sets her off guard, and eventually Toby and Toka arrive to even up things, and they kind of fight her for a bit. And Kurumi does something when she kills herself and comes back as another body, and there's a bunch of her on the roof, and they're fighting a bunch of them, so copies and clones. And before anything can go down, Kotori arrives out of nowhere, but she's different. She's floating in the air, her hair's on fire, and she's got this big ass weapon, like I think a scythe or whatever she's using. And they reveal that she's also a spirit, and she makes the comment, "Let's start our date," and that's when the episode ends. So there's a big shock there, episode 9, like I said. Especially Kotori, I suspect that she's just been hanging out, and now she's revealed she's a spirit. So, and I have a feeling that Shido's a spirit as well. Hell, everyone's a spirit. Anyway, that's been episodes 8 and 9. Catch you guys next time for maybe the 10, 11, or whatever happens. So, peace.